An amber eye flickers through the telescope of a sniper rifle. It follows a man and his 10-year-old daughter strolling along a line of boutique stores on Eliku Street in Michleon City. The father has a team of 4 bodyguards follow them. The sniper speaks into a headset.
Carla, they are coming your way.
I see them, Jeevan. Where have you been?
I'm 200 meters from you.
Where?
I meant 200 meters up. I'm on the roof of the Mayfair building in front of you to your left. Stop looking around, look up.
There you are.
Can you see me?
No, the blazing Lagos sun is in my eyes. How are you able to withstand the heat? I can't see you, but when you left the vehicle you were dressed in all black, including a turtleneck. Aren't you uncomfortable?
Well, you know I'm half Indian. So this type of heat is natural to me.
What about your Dutch half?
It's causing me to sweat like a Thanksgiving turkey. You're lucky that your black skin protects you in this climate. This is literally home for you.
Trust me, I'm melting just as you are. That's why I'm in a sleeveless flowing dress and holding an easy-to-carry purse, among other reasons.
Well, let's hope you blend in. You look like you are going for a photo shoot.
Everybody looks like this in New Lagos these days. Sorry, I forgot. Michleon City.
Carla takes note of the anti-gravity vehicles flying around 100 meters above ground level.
I see law enforcement came through on your request.
Yes. They got all traffic in this area to fly below 150 meters.
Can you take out his guards?
Jeevan's focus shifts back to the group of 6 approaching Carla 40 meters away. He tightens his grip on his gun, ready to act at a moment's notice.
Say when. But I think this whole thing would be over quickly if I just sunk a bullet in Ali Reza's head.
Not in front of his daughter.
Jeevan's finger tightens on the trigger, his amber eye trained on Reza, the man with the child.
Carla, it's the surest way to guarantee he doesn't detonate the bomb.
Carla frowns, her gaze fixed on the roof where Jeevan is perched.
I'll handle it.
I get it. But I'm just proposing the easiest way out of this.
Carla's gaze falls upon the approaching group, her eyes scanning the surroundings with the keenness of a hawk. The parked vehicles lining the road, the palm trees swaying gently in the breeze, and the store doors on her right all become potential escape routes as she assesses her options. Amidst the bustle of pedestrians, Carla's focus narrows, her eyes drawn to Reza.
I can see the hulking bald Iranian in a polo shirt and khaki shorts. And I have to admit, his adorable daughter.
Carla, they are now just 20 meters away. You have to act with precision and care. The fate of many rests on what you do next.
Jeevan's amber eye zeroes in on one of Reza's men, who reaches into his pocket and pulls out a handheld device. A hush falls over the scene as the man activates the gadget screen and Carla's picture appears. The guard looks up and spots Carla just 15 meters away, and he quickly informs his colleagues. Jeevan, in a panic, alerts his partner.
Carla, they're on to you.
Chaos erupts. Reza's men pull out their guns and focus them on Carla, their intentions clear. But before they can pull the trigger, Jeevan acts with lethal precision, taking out 2 of them with a single shot each. The sound of gunfire fills the air, the crackle of bullets echoing through the streets. Panic and fear take hold, and people on both sides of the street scatter in different directions, their screams piercing the air like shards of glass. The chaos provides Carla with a moment of opportunity, and she moves with practiced ease. Her hand slips into her purse, fingers curling around the familiar grip of a handgun. In one fluid motion, she brings the weapon up and discharges a single round, striking one of Reese's guards directly between the eyes. But her victory is short-lived. Reza, quick to react, turns his gun in Carla's direction and pulls the trigger, the sound of the gunshot ringing out like a bell. Carla reacts with lightning-fast reflexes, narrowly dodging the bullet and diving in front of a parked vehicle to take cover. As she crouches behind the car, her heart pounding in her chest, Carla knows that she is lucky to be alive. Reza missed. As the last of Reese's guards is driven into the ground by the force of G-Van's bullet, a tense silence descends upon the scene. But before anyone can react, Reese's attention turns skyward, and he realizes with mounting horror where the bullets are coming from. With a sense of urgency born of desperation, he scoops up his daughter and holds her tightly against his chest, using her small form as a shield for his own. The girl's body is positioned in the direction of G-Van's fire, her presence a stark reminder of the danger that lurks just beneath the surface. But there is more to this threat than meets the eye. Clutched in Reese's left hand, just inches from his daughter's abdomen, is a metal rod the length of a man's palm that serves as the trigger for a deadly bomb. With a single twitch of his finger, he could unleash destruction upon the city, taking countless innocent lives in the process. As the reality of the situation sinks in, Carla feels a chill run down her spine. She knows that the stakes have never been higher and that every second counts. And so she prepares to act, trusting in her training and her instincts to guide her through the perilous task at hand. Reese's left eye catches sight of Carla, peeping from the side of the vehicle's bonnet, her gun trained squarely on him. He knows that she could easily take him out with a single shot, but for some reason, she hesitates, her eyes locked onto his daughter's small form. Without wasting a moment, Reese's right hand goes behind his back, his grip tight on the gun. He fires off a shot in Carla's direction, the sound of the gunshot echoing through the streets like a thunderclap. But by some stroke of luck, the bullet only knocks the gun out of Carla's hand, sending it flying through the air before clattering to the ground. Carla retreats fully behind the cover of the vehicle, her heart pounding in her chest as she tries to regain her composure. Reza growls in frustration, his eyes flicking between his daughter and the looming threat of G-Van, his thoughts racing in every possible direction. For in this deadly game of cat and mouse, the stakes have never been higher, and the outcome hangs in the balance of a single, fateful decision. G-Van watches with a sense of growing frustration as Reza sidles towards an open store door, his daughter still clutched tightly in his arms. G-Van knows that time is running out, that the stakes have never been higher.
He's going to get away. I have to take him out now.
But Carla hesitates, her right eye emerging cautiously from behind the cover of the vehicle's bonnet.
You could hit the girl. We should find another way to do this.
For a moment, G-Van considers her words, his amber eye swinging back and forth between Reza and the girl in his arms. But then, with a sense of grim determination, he raises his gun and takes aim. And that's when the chaos erupts once again. A bullet from Reese's gun strikes the side of the bonnet, just inches from Carla's face, sending her scurrying back into hiding. G-Van's amber eye remains fixed on Reza, watching intently as the man moves ever closer to the open store door.
Carla, I have Reza's sides in my sights. I can take him out with a single well-placed shot.
But Reese's daughter remains a complicating factor, her small form flailing and twisting in her father's arms. Jivan's heart races as he watches her movements, calculating the risk of a stray bullet striking her. With a sense of grim determination, Jivan considers his options. He could aim for Reese's knees, hoping to incapacitate him, but that will not prevent Reza from detonating the bomb. And so, with a heavy heart, Jivan takes a deep breath and removes the magazine from his gun, replacing it with another. He knows that there is no turning back now, that the outcome of this deadly dance hangs in the balance of a single, fateful shot. And so, with steely resolve, he prepares to make it. His finger tight on the trigger, his eyes fixed on his target. The space between Reese's open legs comes up on Jivan's eyepiece lens, and he takes careful aim, his heart pounding in his chest. And then, with a sudden burst of motion, he pulls the trigger. The sound of gunfire echoes through the streets once more as a strange glowing green bullet streaks through the air, its light given by the force field surrounding it. The bullet strikes the ground between Reese's legs, ricocheting off the wall behind Reza before plunging into the back of his head with a sickening thud. Reza drops his daughter and crumples to the ground, his body going limp. But even as Jivan watches, his heart heavy with relief, he sees Reese's left thumb pressed down on the trigger of the metal rod in his hand. The realization hits Jivan like a bolt of lightning. He has failed. Jivan's eyes snap wide open, and the rest of his body turns numb. In the distance, a rapidly expanding nuclear explosion fills the horizon, with the sky turning a sickly shade of red as the bright yellow mushroom cloud rises up towards it. Skyscrapers disintegrate before his very eyes, their once towering forms reduced to nothing more than dust and rubble. He feels the heat of the explosion on his face, the air around him growing thick and heavy with the smell of smoke and ash. Too petrified to even move a finger, much less run, he knows that it will be over soon. As his thoughts go to Carla, he is consumed by the blast. Everything goes dark. Jivan's eyes pop wide open and are fixated on a ceiling above, as his mind struggles to adjust to the sudden shift in reality. For a moment, he is disoriented, unsure of what is real and what is not. But then, as his senses begin to return, he becomes aware of the sound of his own heavy breathing, his body still trembling with the aftershocks of the nightmare. He pivots his head to look around the dark room, his eyes gradually adjusting to the dim light provided by the holographic screen projected on the wall. He incrementally takes his head up from his pillow to look around and sees on either side of the bed nightstands, each with a table lamp on top. Slowly, he pushes himself up into a sitting position, his hands bracing against the mattress as he turns to face the footboard of the bed. He is in his bedroom. There, on the wall before him, is the source of the dim light in the room, a 50 by 30 inch rectangular holographic screen displaying a video of the catastrophe that had haunted his dreams. The images are vivid and terrifying. They are of the catastrophe of the year 2070. Jivan's breathing normalizes and his mind calms as he realizes that his dream merged the 2070 documentary with the Ali Hell Reza case that he handled a year ago. He thinks to himself as he buries his head in his palms and wipes his face as if to scrub off the horror still lingering in his mind. It was just a nightmare, he thinks to himself. Jivan's eyes return to the screen in front. He sees a magnified satellite display of the explosions that happened in 2070, to the extent that he can view the cities that were wiped out in the blasts. The radius of each blast appears to be kilometers long, as whole cities are destroyed in a single explosion. The bursts are circular, white, very bright, and have fire and disintegrating objects around their edges. They are not typical nuclear detonations with mushroom clouds. The video ends with the following statistics on the explosions: 8 in India, 10 in China, 18 in the rest of Asia, 9 in the European Union, 12 in Russia, 3 in Australia, and 30 in the United States of America and Canada. He pushes himself towards the footboard till his feet land on the tufted rug on the floor. His arms then jolt him to a standing position. Jivan passes through the bedroom entrance door, in nothing but the soft fabric of his pajama trousers that swish against his skin. Jivan steps out of a dark corridor into the living room, and he is greeted by the soft glow of dawn. Natural light streams in through the panes of 2 adjacent glass walls, illuminating the space with a warm, golden hue. The curtains are drawn apart, revealing a breathtaking view of the city skyline. In between the mullions, he can see numerous lines of anti-gravity vehicles, their running lamps and tail lights casting a soft glow on the environment. The world outside is alive and bustling, full of energy and vitality, a stark contrast to the darkness of his nightmares. He sits on a blue faux leather club chair and stretches. He takes up a 12 by 8-inch paper-thin tablet and his eyes capture the current time and date displayed on the gadget screen. 5:50 hours. Monday, June 25, 2100. As Jivan touches the screen, a message pops up. It reads, "Good morning, Mr. Gauze. Today is your birthday. You have one message from your mother." A video pops up, and Jivan sees his mother on the screen, seated in front of a banner with the words "Happy Birthday" written in bright, bold colors. His mother is slim, elegantly dressed in a blue kameez that speaks of her Punjabi heritage.
Happy birthday, my wonderful and amazing son. You have hit the big 30. How does it feel celebrating your first of many birthdays in the 22nd century? I know this recording is just 10 months ago, but at the rate the world is developing, I wouldn't be surprised if I have no idea how you people celebrate birthdays in June. This is the first of many videos coming your way in the months and years ahead.
She adds, patting the base of her face with a laugh. The warmth in her eyes is palpable, even through the screen.
I thought I'd do them while I'm still the most beautiful woman in your life. I should be able to celebrate birthdays, Christmas, and Easter with you for the next 10 years. And when you get engaged, married, and finally have my grandchildren, just click on my avatar here. I have messages and videos for all those occasions, too.
Jivan's straight brows slant upwards, and his eyes glisten. His mother points at her temple.
Not even this can stop me from being with my son during special events in his life for the first decade of the 22nd century. We are humans, my son. We are body, soul, and spirit. This body may fail, but I live on, even now as I speak to you. I might not be there to bake you a cake, but I have a feeling you'll be receiving something interesting at 6 in the evening. And yes, I can still do things for you even when I'm not physically around.
Jivan's eyes become watery as his chin twitches. He reaches out to the screen, as if to touch his mother's face, but then drops his hand to his lap. He takes a deep breath, his chest rising and falling in a slow rhythm as he composes himself.
So, I will not take up much of your time. Don't let the demotion disturb you too much. One step back can catapult into 20 steps forward. You could be the director in your 30s. And if you don't, or you never, it doesn't matter. Life is worth living. Cherish every moment that you have, the ups and the downs.
Her words resonate with Jivan, reminding him that there is more to life than just work and career. He nods in agreement. Jivan's mother takes a deep breath and says,
So, in case you are the director, relax and watch the next video of me singing happy birthday to you in Punjabi.
The sound of her laughter fills the room, bringing a smile to Jivan's face even as tears roll down his cheeks.
But if you have to go to work right now, I wish you an awesome day and a great run at the age of 30. But when you come back, you're going to have to listen to your mother sing in Punjabi. We need to keep the culture alive. Enough of this English. We have spoken this foreign language for over 100 years, and now, after 2070, we still have to speak it because Nigeria is the new sole superpower. You must learn your language, even if you have no interest in your father's Dutch. That's why it's called mother tongue. Enjoy your day, my son.
The video ends, and Jivan wipes the tears off his face. His finger swipes the tip of the device, and the screen goes blank.
This is the Darkness and the City novel. If you want to read the words of this chapter and other chapters, simply go to litsapp.com and search Darkness and the City. If you liked the video, then remember to smash that like button, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications so you are informed when we release the next video. If you appreciate our work and would like to support us financially, please consider making a donation to us via LitsApp. Additionally, the video for the upcoming chapter will be released on May 11th, 2023. We look forward to seeing you then. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video. Again, remember to smash that like button, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications so you are informed when we release the next video.